Hey, all right, so welcome back. As you can see, we are in the new rig, but it is not very new. But anyway, so just a bit of a story about what's been happening. We've been in Perth for a few weeks now, just trying to get everything sorted, and it's been a huge push to have this vehicle ready by Friday. It's Wednesday now, so we literally just got it all registered. We just got plates for it in WA today, so we were down to 2 days left, and we've still got to pack it and all, right? So bit of a long story short, decided on the vehicle kind of the last we spoke to you guys about it was kind of playing with my mind whether we would change vehicles from the Jeep, and I wanted to pull the pin and actually go for it. So we started looking around. We wanted to get it done as soon as possible, really, while we were in Perth. Inspected quite a few of the vehicles here in Perth. They were either too expensive or they were kind of a little bit too abused for the amount of money that the buyer was wanting. So ended up finding one from a private seller in Darwin, which is up in the Northern Territory, so quite a lot higher obviously than Perth, and with a completely different registration, of course. So I had a mobile mechanic go around to the owner's house, inspect the vehicle, take it for a drive. He got back to me on the phone, said it was really good. I flicked him, I think it was $150, and I made an offer to the buyer, which he basically accepted straight away, a little bit under what he was asking, which was, so he was asking 30 grand, and we got it off him for 28.5 thousand Australian dollars, so 28,500. So, which we're happy with, especially for how good the vehicle is. Then we had to organise it to be shipped down on a road train, which is a huge truck with 2 or 3 big carriages. Got shipped down. That was a bit stressful organising that. It arrived here in Perth.
Yeah, it was a bit delayed.
It was delayed, which was stressing us out a bit as well. Then we had that sent on a different truck straight to a mechanic here in Perth called Lehman Mechanical, and he did a full service on it and did as much as he could to make it roadworthy for inspection here in Western Australia. And it is slightly different from Northern Territory, so they're a little bit stricter here. So we had to do a few things to the front bumper. We had to have some lights put around the side of it and just some safety features installed. And then I went and basically bought my MR, which is a medium rigid truck license learner's permit. I did some I had some instruction on it with a truck company, proceeded to do the test and failed terribly, and I needed to pass that test so badly.
It's the pressure, like it's such, like so many things.
A lot of pressure, and I really just, had, anyway, I came in too hot into a roundabout, and the government assessor failed me on it. Not going to go into too much detail about that. So then I decided the very next day to, rather than do my MR again, rather apply for my HR, which is heavy rigid vehicle license. It's probably kind of given away what the vehicle is, but HR, which means I can drive a vehicle with 3 axles, so 2 axles in the rear, and the vehicle that I passed my test on was 16.5 ton. It was a big truck. Stressful, obviously. It was manual, and it was 4 gears below and 4 gears above in overdrive, and I passed it, all ticks.
Yeah, very lucky that there was some availability, otherwise that would have messed up all our plans.
So I literally passed that test yesterday. So today, because I can now legally drive, went and picked the truck up. Actually, we picked the truck up yesterday night, and I drove it home in full Perth rush hour traffic. And then today we have driven all the way out here to the countryside, which took us about an hour and 45 minutes to a little town called York, so that I could take that to a mechanic here in York who knows these types of vehicles pretty well, and he had a really good reputation, even though it was a long way for us to go. And he passed it with flying colours.
Yes, that was the inspection for get it registered.
So huge rigmarole to get a vehicle roadworthy in a different state in Australia. It's a real pain in the butt, and I wish it was just a nationwide system, but it's not. So here we are sitting in it. We literally leave in 2 days back up to Exmouth with the awesome couple that we are staying with here in
Yes.
Perth.
So we went as well to get it registered. Obviously, we just got a plate. We just need to put the plates later on today.
Yeah. So we're not going to do a walk around today, but shall we show them what we've got?
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. This is the cab. I'm not going to do a full walk around. We're a long way from the ground and I've got to come out backwards. Welcome to our 1983 Mercedes Unimog.
Woo!
Up until 2017 was in the Darwin Army, and now we are the proud owners of it. So it was a troop transport, really well looked after. So this is going to be all storage for us for this trip up to Exie, but we will do a full walk around when we're there. But this thing is massive.
Just to give some comparison.
Look at that. What a weapon, eh? So for all you guys that thought I was going to buy a Land Cruiser, you were wrong. And obviously the reason why we've changed vehicles is because look how much larger it is, and importantly as well, it doesn't run on a computer system. It's all run by air and good old-fashioned diesel. So yeah, we're going to crack into this build over the new year, but first of all we're going to enjoy our time in Exmouth.
So we'll take you along, we'll film it all, like all the journey and all the loud, the noise, the temperature in it. It's gonna be hot, horrible at first, but we're so excited.
Yep, so it's bare bones, stock as a rock, and we are going to make it a little bit more luxurious, but we're not going to be able to do that in time for this trip coming up. So yeah, we're just going to deal with it. We're going to go straight back to the 80s and head up to a little bit of a warmer part of the country.
We'll see you next year.
We'll see you there.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Cheers guys, and thanks for following along. All right, before we go, so we want a name for the Unimog. We've got two kind of in mind. One of them is the unit, because obviously it was in an army unit and it's a beast, so we think the unit might work pretty well. And our other thoughts were maybe calling it Marmot, which is, or Marmot, which sounds a little bit French actually. That is the genus or subspecies of like woolly mammoths and mastodons back in the day. So I reckon that's a pretty cool name as well. But what do you guys think we should call this thing?
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we're still open to suggestions. So I want to see some of those some good names popping up. Now we will do again a full detailed walk around and we'll tell you what our plans are for the very near future in this thing. So stay tuned for that next video, guys.
And just before we go, a huge thank you to our Patreon who supported us this year. Your support has made such a huge difference, so thank you so much.
Yeah, if you're thinking about joining us on Patreon, we've just revamped the page. There's a few different options there. We've got a huge build coming up next year, so every little bit will massively help. So if you're thinking about that, yeah, go check us out on Patreon. Cheers, guys. Oh, she's nice.
What do you mean, she?
It's nice. Look at that. We now own a big fuck-off truck.
That's so cool, there's so much room.
Yeah.
The cab is so spacious.
It is spacious. Not much leg room. That's going to take some getting used to. But that is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It's in really good condition.
Sure is. God, that's cool. This is awesome. Oh, I'm so chuffed.
Pretty crazy.
It's like a Porsche. Jump on into your truck.
So we know now that officially the truck is 6.4 tons.
6.4 ton. What a day.
Oh, we did it. High five.
Thank you, babe. Oh.
All right.
We own an army truck now. And I've got my heavy rigid. Yes! Can drive an even bigger truck than this.
¿Cómo sabe nada?